The educational design solutions or final educational products we create often need to be presented using PowerPoint, and the quality of a PPT is essential. A well-crafted PPT considers various factors, such as the speaking occasion and background. At the 2016 International Experience Design Conference, Ethan Eisman, the global head of product design at Uber, shared the concepts and strategies that drive innovation at Uber with an audience of 3,000. His presentation featured dynamic transitions inspired by the Uber app, and embraced the popular trend of using large images, resulting in a vivid and comfortable audiovisual experience. A refined PPT and a successful speech go hand in hand. So, how can we create a visually appealing, content-rich, and stylish PPT? Before designing your presentation, spending time organizing the content is essential. American designer Robin Williams has proposed 4 principles for optimizing the content: clarity, relevance, animation, and plot. Clarity involves avoiding clutter, highlighting key points, being concise and specific, and appropriately editing content. It ensures that the content is clear and easy for the audience to understand the speaker's message. To achieve clarity, it's important to make informed choices. Only necessary information should be displayed on the slides, while unnecessary words should be avoided. For example, rather than using overly long complete sentences on the slides, speakers should complete their thoughts verbally, allowing the audience to grasp the key points. Relevance means avoiding the irrelevant content on the slides or during the presentation. Whether text, images, or background materials, everything should be relevant to the presentation's theme and meet the audience's requirements. Pay attention to removing superfluous stuff from the pages. Piling up various flashy but meaningless materials on the slides will make the key information disorganized and cluttered. For instance, as shown in the slide, notice how your brain attempts to connect the shovel with the information presented. This can distract from the main message. Additionally, the visual impression largely depends on the background you choose. It's important to ensure relevance and harmony between the background and the presentation content. Generally, the more complex the information on the slides, the simpler the background should be. Animation involves using relevant animation effects and transitions to clarify information. Appropriate animation effects and slide transitions can effectively emphasize and reinforce the presentation's theme, but be careful not to misuse them. Avoid applying various animation effects to every sentence. Instead, use animation effects to create a focus. For example, when explaining specific data in a pie chart, you can highlight the corresponding section to draw attention to it within the entire chart. Plot refers to the main narrative structure of your presentation. A fascinating and memorable story should include a clear beginning, development, and conclusion. Before diving into the main content, provide a brief overview to guide the audience on where you are going, helping to build their anticipation. Vary the pace of the presentation during the speech. An overly uniform rhythm can become monotonous and boring. At the end of the presentation, signal its conclusion clearly. Consider writing "Thank you for watching" on the final slide rather than simply stopping your speech, which might leave the audience uncertain about when it has ended. In the visual design of PPT, you can use the 4 basic principles mentioned in the previous lesson: contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity. Contrast is one of the most attention-grabbing techniques in design, as it can make your content more impactful. Looking at the slide in the following figure, which content attracts you most? When arranging the layout of your PPT, it's essential to create contrast through the use of typeface, font size, color, and other settings to enhance clarity and readability. For instance, the font size of titles and subtitles should be larger than that of the body text. And important content can be highlighted using different colors or bold formatting. Each slide should differentiate between main and subpoints, ensuring that key information stands out. This hierarchical structure creates visual focus while avoiding a dull presentation. Repetition helps create a consistent look for the entire PPT. However, repetition does not equate to sameness. It primarily signifies consistency. Utilize repeated elements such as typeface, shape, and color to achieve a unified effect. For instance, maintain a consistent layout for similar and equivalent content across the same or different slides. In the 6 slides below, you'll notice varied layouts for the cover page, contents page, transition page, body pages, and ending page. While the body pages maintain a similar layout, this principle of repetition emphasizes logic and organization from a design perspective and aids the audience in understanding which content belongs together, helping them follow the speaker's narration more effectively. Alignment involves organizing various elements on the page to create a structured and coherent layout. Beyond basic text and image alignment, it's essential to maintain consistent spacing between elements. Additionally, similar content should be aligned across different pages. The two slides from the same PPT follow a layout with an image on the left and text on the right. When arranging the layout, the text on these two slides occupies relatively consistent positions. It is important to note that alignment is not about blindly seeking alignment. Rather, it's about ensuring that each item on the slides is visually related to the others. The arrangement of items on the slides often indicates how closely they are related, and the spacing between the items visually illustrates this relationship. When designing the layout of the PPT, it is important to position related or similar content closer together while slightly distancing less related content.